In 2012, Katie Connolly had to make a difficult decision. After discovering a member of her family did not medically qualify to travel to Marine Corps Air Station Iwakuni, she said goodbye.
Indy is my black lab. We've had him ever since he was 3 months old. He was not able to come with us, unfortunately, because he was not able to pass his FAVN test for the rabies antibodies.
As Katie discovered, PCSing to an overseas military base with a pet can be stressful. Perhaps one of the most stressful parts of pet PCSing is the lengthy and potentially confusing medical process.
People coming to Japan, the problem they encounter mostly, I see it that they get quarantined due to insufficient documents or the documents being signed by the incorrect people. But they got to just make sure they go to the website. We have a pacifichealthcommand.amedd.army.mil. If they go there, they'll see the animal import-export section that lists out all the requirements and pretty much pinpoints who needs to sign what and who needs to get what.
While researching in advance of a pet PCS, some will most likely come across MCAS Iwakuni's official website. It is on this page that future residents can find these foreboding words. Bringing pets to MCAS Iwakuni, Japan is highly discouraged.
My opinion with why it's discouraged is mostly financial reasons. A lot of families just don't, plan financially, and it is hard to get the pets out of here.
Leaving Indy behind with relatives left a hole in Katie's life. To her, a dog is family. After arriving in Iwakuni, Katie noticed a pattern of pets up for adoption on an Iwakuni Classifieds Facebook page. It was around that time that she first learned of the phrase, Kuni dog.
My understanding with the term Kuni dog is a dog that comes here and never leaves. Just permanently stays in Iwakuni and just gets passed around, around from home to home.
In an attempt to fill the void Indy left while also helping some of the abandoned pets find stability, Katie looked for a dog to foster. That's when she heard of Ace.
We got him actually from a friend who contacted me, knew that I was missing my dog back in the States, and as soon as we went to see him, we absolutely fell in love with him. He was a little underweight. I want to say a little mistrusting of us and just barking at everything and everyone.
Some dogs that get rehomed from multiple houses or owners and whatnot, they can become stressed too because they're with a new person. They don't know who this person is. Sometimes you'll see behavioral issues sometimes when it comes to new owners.
Ace, a German Shepherd mix, was around 2 years old when Katie found him at the on-base kennel. Despite his youth, he had already been through 3 homes and a couple stays at the barking lot. The volatility of this rotational lifestyle took a toll on Ace that he still carries today.
He's a little more on edge when one of us is gone, and suitcases, absolutely out of the question. He does not like it. He actually kind of goes into somewhat of a depression. I think that's kind of part of the whole being left behind, but he's gotten a lot better.
Katie began to fall in love with the affable pup. His presence filled a void, and she decided to adopt him, giving him what's known as a forever home. According to the Okinawan rescue group Doggies Inc., they recommend that an American service member stationed in Japan with pets should have at least $1,500 in an emergency fund available to transfer the pet stateside should the need arise.
The smart way to do it would be to set aside an emergency fund for your pets, where, a lot of families do set aside their rainy day fund for their family and their family members, as they should. But I think it's also very wise to set aside the money. If you're going to spend the money to bring them all the way over here, save the money so you can send them back.
As Katie begins the process to bring Ace home, she has learned that they face a few challenges ahead. The least expensive option a service member has when trying to bring a pet home is to take the Patriot Express. This, however, services 3 different bases in Japan and has limited space for pets. To mitigate the challenge of signing your pet up for the Patriot Express, any pet owners should be proactive. In some cases, there are just too many pets and not enough spaces.
If you don't do it far enough in advance, and let's say you do it in a week in advance, the Patriot Express only has 2 pet spaces available, so they book up very fast. It's first come, first serve. So let's say we have a couple families and they all have pets. The first person that actually goes to the PCS for Success, put all the information about the pet, goes to DMO, DMO sends it to IPAC, IPAC sends it back, is going to be guaranteed that spot first. If you wait, you probably won't be bringing your pet home.
Bringing Ace home will prove challenging. Katie knows this. She is determined, however, to financially ensure that Ace is never abandoned again.
Ace is like my kid. I mean, he really means everything to me. He helped me through not having Indy here. He's pretty much been there for me every time my husband had to be at work long hours or go out on a debt or whatnot. He's just been like a constant companion, family member. Yeah.
Reporting from Marine Corps Air Station Iwakuni, Japan, I'm Marine Sergeant Jonathan House.